Okay. All right. Sit next to your partner. Pull your chair. Sit next to your partner now. Come on. Hurry up. It's best to get a lady. It's best to get a lady. Yeah. Who's there? Aliza? Speak English. No. Party you get. No, you get a guy. Mila? No. This one because it has to be a grandmother. Okay. Okay. Farha.
Grandmother, what big arms you have.
Riza, you go with Patin. That's okay. Then you can improve together.
Don't talk.
Yeah.
So can we be English?
Grandmother, what big arms you have.
Can we be a group with?
Yeah. Only you and I. I don't want to be a partner. Okay. So you want to be with?
What big legs you
Okay,
have.
you don't have a partner.
I will Farah lah.
At the moment you will with Farha.
Okay.
Okay. Now.
Okay. Sir, grandmother, what big legs you have? Now you can see your own.
Okay, you can show. All right, let's read the story. Come on. Everybody, let's read the story. Little Red Riding Hood. Okay. Aswad, can you close the door? Yes, but the front page. I want you to start from the beginning.
Patin brought the back page.
Okay. Goes this way.
Okay.
This one.
Yes, Little Red Riding Hood.
Okay.
Okay, come on, pay attention, guys. We have only 20 minutes and then we have to start the note-taking class.
What taking?
Yes, I'm going to cook and you have to take notes.
You gonna cook?
Yeah.
Yup.
I brought the stuff.
Yeah, man.
You guys have insurance? Just in case get food poisoning?
It's okay. I think
I'm going to cook. And you're going to take notes when I cook. Yes. And then after this, you all follow the instructions. And
After cook we can makan.
of course. All right, let's concentrate on this. Come on. Little Red Riding Hood. Anybody don't know this story?
I know this story.
Yeah. It's about a little girl who wears a red hood all the time, and one day she goes to her grandmother to send her something. Okay, let's start with Noni. Can you read the first paragraph?
Can.
Who's that singing?
Wait.
Isaac.
Wait. Once upon a time, there lived in a certain village a little country girl, the prettiest creature who was ever seen. Her mother was excessively fond of her, and her grandmother doted on her still more.
Okay.
This good woman had a little Red Riding Hood made for her. It suited the girl so extremely well that everybody called her Little Red Riding Hood.
Very nice, Noni. You read so well. Give her a clap.
Thank you.
Very nice. Okay, Candy, do you mind partnering with Farha?
I'm with Candy.
You with Candy. Okay, Farha with Lisa. Okay, you want to sit down there? Okay, you want to move? Farha, you want to move here?
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Candy.
All right, second and third paragraph. Shawa?
Second one day mother having made some cakes.
One day, her mother having made some cakes says to her, "Go, my dear, and see how your grandmother is doing. For I hear she has been very ill. Take her a cake.
Take her a cake.
Take her a cake and this little pot of butter.
Little part of butter. Remember yesterday? Better.
Bitter,
Yes.
better, sweeter.
Okay, continue the next one. Shawa.
Continue.
Just a little bit more.
Little Red Riding Hood set out immediately to go to her grandmother, who lived in another village. Live in another village.
Okay. All right, Detna. The next paragraph.
As she was going through the wood, she met with a wolf. who had a very
2, 3, 4.
Huh? Oh, does she live far off? Said the wolf. Oh, I say, answered Little Red Riding Hood. Sorry, answered Little Red Riding Hood. It is beyond that mill you see there, at the first house in the village. Well,
Continue.
said the wolf, and I'll go and see her too. I'll go this way and you go that, and we shall see who will be there first.
Okay, good. Candy, continue. Thank you, David.
The wolf ran fast
As
as
fast.
fast as he could, taking the shortest path,
Shortest path, yeah.
and the little girl took a roundabout way,
Very good.
entertaining herself by gathering nuts, running after
Butterflies.
butterflies, and gathering
Bouquets
of little flowers. It was not long before the wolf arrived at the old woman's house.
Very good.
He knocked at the door. Tap, tap,
Yeah, tap, tap.
tap, tap.
Okay, Abby. Okay. Are you alright?
Who's there? Your grandchild, Little Red Riding Hood, replied the wolf, counterfeiting her voice. Who has brought you a cake and
Yeah.
a little pot of butter sent you by mother?
So the wolf now pretending to be Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah, your grandchild, Little Red Riding Hood. Okay, so replied the wolf. Who has brought you a cake? Okay, continue.
The good grandmother, who was in bed because she was somewhat ill, cried out, "Pull the bobbin and the latch will go up."
Okay.
The wolf pulled the bobbin and the door opened, and then he immediately fell upon the good woman and ate her up in a moment. For it been more than 3 days since he had eaten. He then shut the door and got into the grandmother's bed, expecting Little Red Riding Hood, who came some time afterwards and knocked at the door, tap tap.
Very good. You pronounce your S and T. Very good. Okay, Mila, continue.
Little Red Riding Hood, hearing the big voice of the wolf, was at first afraid, but believing her grandmother had a cold and was hoarse.
Horse is when you have a sore throat. Okay.
A cold and was hoarse, answered, "It is your grandchild, Little Red Riding Hood, who has brought you a cake and a little pot of butter mother sends you." The wolf cried out to her, softening his voice as much as he could, pull the bobbin, and the latch will go up." Little Red Riding Hood pulled the bobbin and the door opened. The wolf, seeing her come in, said to her, hiding himself under the bedclothes, "Put the cake and the little pot of butter upon the stool, and come get into bed with me."
So the grandmother said, "Come get into bed with me." But is that really the grandmother?
No.
It's the wolf, the bad wolf that's eaten the grandmother. Okay. So now, this is where I want you and your partner to work. One of you will be the wolf, who's the grandmother. One will be Little Red Riding Hood. You understand? Okay, we'll start with Farha and Fatin. Can you all handle that? Oh, sorry, keep saying that.
Rizal and Fatin.
Okay, Rizal and Fatin. Okay, so who's gonna be you? You be Little Red Riding Hood, and you be the wolf that is pretending to be the grandmother.
This one, grandmother.
Yeah, you start from here. Grandmother. So Fatin, you start from here.
Where ni?
Yes, that part. Yeah.
Grandmother.
Okay, listen everybody.
What big-
Come on, Dafi.
What big arms you have?
Okay, what big arms you have? And what did my grandmother say?
Okay. All the better to hug you with, my dear.
With my dear. With
My dear.
With yeah, even Cikgu Shafi is having problems with that. With
My dear.
my dear. Diction is the TH.